Hi there. Grab a pen and start drawing, and don't stop drawing for 10 minutes. You know how this works. Well, we've been at this for about 18 days now. We've left the halfway point of the month far behind, and that means that it's time for something to change, as all things must. That's right, it's time for the turn. Maybe these past 18 days gave a particular impression that this was a calming, soothing exercise. You draw, I remind you everything is okay over and over again, and hopefully you keep drawing. Very even-keeled, neutral energy. Well, it is that, but not always that. That was good for a time, but life is balance. And so, in the spirit of balance, we're going to add a new tone to this little venture. I won't say it's scary or serious in any way, but it's definitely meant to challenge you. This is a tone that veers away from gentle encouragement and heads into the realm of outright zealotry. Yeah, I'm sort of revealing another side of myself here. I'm a bit of a zealot because there's something that I want very badly for you, and I'll do a whole lot to help you get it. I'm going to try to reach into you and kill the part of you that wants to keep you from drawing, from doing what's hard, from believing in yourself and allowing you to do what needs to be done. How the hell am I going to do that? Well, if you watched any of the previous videos, I've already downloaded the necessary practical tools for this, on your end at least. Bit of a Trojan horse situation. If you've increased your awareness while you draw at all, then the stage is already set. The lights are up. The orchestra is coming in softly. And you're in the audience, aware and watching. And now it's time for the show. Time to tell some truths. I'm pretentious, elitist, undeservedly so, too, being vastly undereducated and thoughtless as I am, really the worst kind of judgmental asshole. That's what I am. Yes, I've been encouraging you to not worry about any imagined hierarchies and to work without self-judgment or fear of judgment from others, all the while I divide artists up more viciously than anyone you know. I can promise you that. See, I divide artists into two camps. The same ones that you do, actually. Good artists and shit artists. The difference is that, for me, this has absolutely nothing to do with the art. I don't give a damn what you draw or what it looks like. Not one bit. What I care about is the artist only. It's good artists and shit artists disconnected from their work. So how do I judge that? Simple criteria, really. Good artists think what they do is important, and shit artists don't. Told you I was pretentious. Again, this has nothing to do with the art at all. I don't care if you're stopping Ebola with your art or you're redrawing the same picture of a Pokemon at the Olympics for the rest of your life. If you think it's important, you're a good artist. If you can look me in the eyes and tell me it's important that your art have no meaning and be purely for fun with no possible impact on the lives of others, I truly, without sarcasm, prostrate myself before you. You are a great artist, and in the trickiest of ways, by insisting that you're not. This world needs all types. It needs artists who think art is only important if it insists on the abstract and neutrally allows others to apply meaning. And it needs artists who think art is only important if it is propaganda that seeks to invariably deliver one refined message that cannot be misinterpreted. It needs artists who, by whatever means, think the meaning delivered must be positive and happy, and others who think it must grapple with the darkest parts of culture. These are all essential. That the variety of positions be maintained is of paramount importance, and any imagined conflict between them, between the values of artists, that is to say, is misinformed, delusional, and dangerous, with one important caveat, one exception. If your values as an artist let you find your work important, vital, essential, at least to you, you are a good artist. If your values as an artist do not allow that, make you take the position that what you do is unimportant and inconsequential, that is low indeed. Disgraceful. The only discernment worth making is between these two positions. You can argue with me on this, but I promise you, you don't have a leg to stand on. Don't waste your breath. If you've made a cage for yourself that limits you, keeps you from accepting your art, whatever trite or profound form it takes, as essential and important, you have nothing. You have stolen from yourself and the world. You have no practice, and you make a mockery of life with your self-loathing. You devil. Is my position clear? Imagine someone, me, asks you, do you think your art is important? How do you react to this wholly imagined question? Does it turn your stomach? Does it make you recoil? All my position asks is that you be able to answer, oh yes, but just to me. Does that really seem so hard? What bleeding wall of flesh, blood, and doubt have you erected between you and that answer? Does art feel inconsequential to you when you're depressed about it? When it's eating you up inside, that you're not as good as you want to be? When you're elated that you succeeded? When you're awed by the beauty of a work that you love? That's not unimportant. That's impossible. Leave that behind. Now, right now. It's an anchor around your neck. Because your art is important, you have every reason to strive, fight, seethe, and rejoice in the highs and lows of it. Accept your practice as dear, special, and profound in whatever way it presents today with no change. No change is necessary. Accept yourself, goddammit, today, right now. Do it right now. It would take me a very long time to explain what makes me feel so strongly about this, but I'll try to summarize it. I really believe that to practice art and fool yourself into thinking that it's unimportant, unworthy, and inconsequential is rehearsing for disaster. It's practicing a real tragedy, a real one. Your art is you, as I've tried to explain many times. If you reject it, you reject yourself. Your condemnations of it are only curses you sling at yourself. I will not allow this. Art is one of the few chances, one of the few mirrors we have that will allow us to instead practice radical self-acceptance, the kind that can save your life. I'm not joking. The kind that can save your life when the time is right. You do this one thing, I promise you, it will produce an event, a day on the calendar, that will make the whole effort worthwhile. Every effort. This is the high secret of art. The last trick. The king of the illusions. That's what I'm trying to give you. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm doing this. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, well, I'm not surprised. That's how things go with secrets. But I am not fucking around. People who have gone through this, they know it. There's no doubt. If you have any doubt, if you think I'm describing some sort of non-thing, you just haven't been through it. And you don't have to go through it. It's actually better for many to never go through it and just muddle onwards in the middle. But it's a very practical thing for an artist. When I went through it, that changed everything for me. I got better much faster. My energy for my practice increased exponentially. The measure for drawing sessions went from minutes to hours without effort. Things became very easy, more personal, and most shocking of all, people actually connected with my work for the first time in many, many years of drawing. Here, at this turn, I'll leave you for the day. Maybe tomorrow we'll go back to soothing. Who knows? I'm a universe. I contain multitudes. Think long and hard on your practice today. Check your attitude and make sure it settles on something like a violent relaxation, a warm magma pleasure in everything that you do.